Welcome to Policy on Demand's Week in Review. I'm Scott McCandless. It may be below freezing in Washington, but the policy landscape is as hot as ever, and February has started off with much to offer, from government spending to trade deals, and it shows no signs of slowing down. I'll give a bit of a look ahead later, but first let's make sure you are up to speed on everything that has been happening this week. Most notably, the government shutdown came to a modestly amicable conclusion. For the first time in years, Congress processed appropriations bills in the normal course of business, delivering spending for nearly all federal agencies through the end of the fiscal year on September 30th, 2026. However, issues remain, and Democrats refuse to fund the Department of Homeland Security. The DHS funding was temporarily extended to February 14, while the parties seek a resolution. But concerns over immigration and customs enforcement, which is only a fraction of a budget that also covers Transportation Security Administration, or TSA, and the Federal Emergency Management Administration, or FEMA, has been the main obstacle, and it is not clear whether this can be resolved in time or if there will be a very specific government shutdown focused solely on DHS for an as yet unknown period of time. The spending bill that was enacted included and extended some trade preference programs, including the African Growth and Opportunity Act, or AGOA, and Haiti-related provisions. However, other issues, such as the U.S.-Taiwan tax agreement that seeks to prevent double taxation on transactions between the two trading partners, were not included in the spending bill and continue to look for a legislative vehicle that could carry them. Speaking of trade, there was a significant development this week as the U.S. and India successfully concluded a trade agreement. The deal will lower U.S. tariffs on imports from India, lower tariff barriers of U.S. products going to India, and it also appears to address favorably the issue of digital services taxes going forward. The U.S. also signed trade agreements with Guatemala and El Salvador. Sticking with the international perspective, the United Nations held meetings on its ongoing tax convention talks. The UN efforts in this space continue to raise some concerns and potential conflicts relating to bilateral tax treaties, so these meetings, which continue into next week, bear watching. Closer to home, the eyes of tax professionals are focused on Treasury, which continues to work hard on producing guidance for taxpayers. Treasury this week released proposed regulations on the Section 45Z Clean Fuel Production Credit. We also hear that they may be nearing release of guidance on the Corporate Alternative Minimum Tax, or CAMT, as well. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent has been on Capitol Hill this week at both the House Financial Services and Senate Banking Committees, delivering the administration's message on affordability. For instance, he noted that inflation is only 0.7 percentage points above the Federal Reserve's target, while wage growth has seen real improvement. But there is more key economic data to come, with next week's Congressional Budget Office release of its Budget and Economic Outlook, the forthcoming January jobs report, and the Consumer Price Index report for January. But there is not just data to crunch, there is also snow, as the opening ceremonies for the Winter Olympics begin on February 6th. And while there might not be snow in Santa Clara, California, there well may be fireworks as the Super Bowl kicks off there on February 8th. So we hope you enjoy your weekend ahead, and thank you for sticking with us for all your updates and outlooks. Take care.